We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks.
Welcome, everybody, again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, we've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Brissett going to go to the air right away.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Really a solid start here in the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Brissett, throw complete there to Thomas. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing, Brissett.
Completes it to Samuel.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Again, it's Brissett. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack, down to the 16-yard line.
multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put on the shot.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And again, it's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Oh, good move. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the race.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
After the sack on first down, Brissett. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw right a little too far, brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Chase Young.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball, taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, we did, in fact, get our first points of the game on the field goal attempt, just, maybe not the way that we expected with a return the other direction.
And right now, what's popping into my brain? That adage every coach says to us, if you block a kick and score off of it, 95% of the time, your team wins the game. I can't quantify the numbers, but it certainly seems to work out that way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
6-0 our score after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Eno Benjamin, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15.
Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander the third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else he did? You make your defense mad. Yeah. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
He completes it to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Brissett to throw on first. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. To throw is Brissett.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Brissett's throw taken in by Samuel.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing again on second down. Brissett finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Touchdown, Jets. James Washington as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow going right back to Beckham here, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
11. And this in the slot in motion left.
12.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Here we go.
first down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Chubb again. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score. In motion left, the tight end. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And he'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor,
27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And out now come the Seahawks. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away. It falls down.
Manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It's caught. Lockett. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete to Freiermuth.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. And they're making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
I'm wondering.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
Carroll, none too pleased with that last call. He's going to throw out the challenge flag. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call.
After review of the
So
play,
that challenge not successful there. That's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Brissett. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chase Young able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Brissett. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game. So
they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's